Awesome. Every day, all day. This is how. This is 97.9, the BOX.
Hi, Callie, what's up?
Hey, Jess.
I'm about to be hyped. Look, we've been supposed to link up for a long time. I remember when, the way that I ever first found out about you is from Ken. She was on our podcast, and I remember you had posted it on your Instagram, and Ken was just showing you. Yeah, she was showing you so much love, and that's how I first heard about you and stuff. But how are you doing today? How are you?
I'm good. Nice and busy.
Oh, you've been doing interviews all day long?
Well, the start of it, yeah.
Okay, got you. So wait, I didn't even know. Does your mom live in Texas?
Yeah, she stays in Houston.
Oh, so have you spent a lot of time in Houston?
Yeah, I go visit all the time.
Mm-hmm. But you didn't grow up here though, right?
No, not at all.
So when you come to Houston, when's the next time you're coming back?
Whenever my mom says she's ready for me to come see her.
Do you see her often, or you just see her like holidays and stuff?
Nowadays I'm seeing her more often, but usually it's like holidays. Yeah.
Okay, I feel you. Okay, let's talk about the music and stuff and how you first got started. So I seen the Hello Kitty flow, Callie. I know you. I seen it. I was like, how old were you in that video?
8 or 9, one of those.
Oh my. Okay, so you obviously had the flow since you were like 8 or 9. So when did you decide that you wanted to take it seriously and you could really do it?
2018. And I was on Rhythm and Flow, and that was a whole mess. So
why was it a mess?
Because I had did all the things I need to do, just to be, on the show and stuff like that. And then when it was my time to go in front of the judges, they were like, "Oh yeah, judges are tired. We're gonna wrap this up. Maybe you can come to a different city." And I was like, "What?" I spent all this time in this room practicing, ready to go. Wow. And I was just it wasn't my time at that, at the time of Flow. I didn't have any music out besides my Hello Kitty and my back in the day. I was just maybe this was my time, but it made me want to go hard, take it serious. So at the end of 2018, beginning of 2019.
So when you got back from the show is when you were like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start recording my own music and stuff.
Yeah.
And then that's when you created your first mixtape?
Something like that. I was in the process. I had created a single. I had a song called Mommy.
I know Mommy. I've heard Mommy on SoundCloud. Mommy fire.
Yeah. And then it was just a bunch of stuff that happened with that first mixtape. But after 7 months, I dropped that first mixtape. Yeah.
Okay, so did it have samples on it or something, Callie? What was wrong with it? What happened?
It's just as an artist taking it serious, I didn't know the business part of it, with the beat and everything. So I was just doing stuff really in it, and
from YouTube and anything.
Yeah, I was just doing stuff, and then I was working with a producer off the strength of just working with him and dropping, not knowing that when money gets involved, people start
that stuff.
I did this, I did that, I did this. And I'm just wait, what? So yeah, it just had to new fresh start with the other mixtape, and it's new beginnings.
New beginnings. And now you are killing it. You're doing it. Okay, we're gonna talk about Doobie and everything. But first I wanted to ask you too. So before you were rapping and stuff, you were playing soccer?
Yeah.
So did you not want to do both? Or you felt you cannot be a rapping soccer
player?
So
I actually tried to do both. Okay, so well, when I was a little girl, me and my best friend from babies, we had told each other we already understood you have to pay for college, and after as a little kid you're I don't have any money, so how am I do that? I'm gonna owe people money in my whole life, and yes. Oh no. And then we made this pact how we just gonna make it without school. We did all this research. Oh, LeBron didn't do this and da da da. We were like, oh, we're gonna just make money. We don't want to go to school to spend money.
Mm-hmm.
So we were like, we're not gonna go to school. But then I played soccer since I was like 7, and I was getting all these like offers and stuff from college and stuff. And I was just like, is this what I want to do for real? Like, do I want to stick it out with pack with my best friend, or do I want to go to school? Like, I hated the school part, but soccer, I was just all in for it.
But you had scholarships, Callie, so you weren't even gonna have to pay.
But it's still the school parts. I didn't like, oh, just to learn the same thing I just learned. Everybody was telling me the first year of college is like you're just relearning a bunch of stuff you learned in high school. So I was like, F that, like, no. So I took that first year off, and my dad was trying to get me to go to the Air Force and all this other stuff. And then I had tattoos in my head. They was like, you have to cut off your dreads. I was like, oh,
what?
No, like, what's going on with the world?
Oh, no.
So it just felt like my whole world was falling apart. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go I sent this college coach all my highlights and stuff like that. He was like, yeah, come to the practice now. And I was in LA at the time, and I was working with another producer, and I saw him back on Bull, and that was going viral at the time. So I'm like, okay, I can play soccer and go to the studio after. But I went to that practice because I was playing for like a month. Like, and with soccer, you have to stay conditioned because you're running 20. I was still eating folks up with the footwork for sure. But the conditioning, I was tired as hell. They're talking about we going to the weight room after. I'm like, nah, I'm going to North Hollywood. I'll see you on the flip side. Remember me. Remember this space. I'm sure the girls is like, that girl was just finna throw up.
So that's how you knew. That's how you knew. You were like, I cannot do both.
Now I'm just gonna take music serious. Like, after that practice, I was like, yeah.
So what did your family think though? Were they like, oh, Callie, we want you to go to school. We want you, like, you going to school for free? Like, or were they like, okay, if you want to rap, we believe in you, just do it.
Well, my dad, he was like, why you won't just play soccer? Like, you know, I just feel, you know, he's trying to be supportive, but also give his 2 cents at the same time. My mom, she was just like, okay, like, as long as you have like the money and you know, just do that. Me and my mom, like, I'm a Leo, I do what I want to do. So she knew that already. So whatever she told me, she already knew it was just gonna, at the end of the day, I was gonna do me. So she was cool.
Well, happy belated birthday too. I know it's Virgo season. I'm a Virgo, but happy belated birthday. Y'all had y'all's good time.
That's a Virgo, so. And my rising is a Virgo, so I feel y'all energy.
Nice. Yeah. And so your best friend that you were talking about, is that your same best friend that you have the YouTube show with?
Yeah, Nani, yeah.
Wow, y'all been friends for that long?
Yeah, since we was
lit.
Yeah.
And what about the YouTube? Are y'all still uploading videos and stuff? Because I saw the prank on Instagram and that was so funny. It was so hilarious. I was like, they need to keep doing these videos.
Well, we're trying. It's just the editing part. It's just like, well, we have so many videos recorded, like vlogs and all kinds of stuff. And it's just like, man, we got to sit here and edit these videos so they just never get, they don't get.
That's another skill that you have. So you were editing them yourself?
Yeah, we had this app and we would do it on our computer or like our phone and stuff like that. 17-minute videos and stuff. I'm like,
And speaking of your friends, we got to talk about Ken, because y'all met on the show. How did y'all actually like meet on the show?
So I think when we was heading to the place, she was on the same like little bus like thing as me, and I'm like really like quiet. Like, if I don't know you, I'm just super quiet. Everybody like talking. I'm like, wow, is this how artists are? Like, you know, like I'm just not that. Like, I'm just really quiet. Yeah. And Ken kind of has like a mom energy, big sister energy to her. So she's just looking at me like, where's your stuff? Like, you know, I'm like, you know, I wrote this, like, da, da, da. And we get off or whatever. And everybody like gets in a circle and they're like, oh, we're finna start freestyling. And I'm just like, I can freestyle, but I'm not finna do that. Like, because I was nervous and I was like being super shy. Like, I didn't know anyone, so I was just like in my own bubble, but I was ready to go up there and stage kill it. That's literally how I am. And like my now, like if I don't know somebody, I'll be like, but on stage, I'm a completely different person. Like, you know, but she was eating them raps up. And I was like, girl, you know, and we both didn't get to go and do our thing because the judges said that they were tired and stuff. Both of us. We got back to the hotel and stuff, and we all got in a room, like all was like Treaty and Ken, and we were all in a room, and we was like, let's make a freestyle video since we didn't get to rap on to the judges. So we made this freestyle video in there, and it ended up going viral. And after that, Ken and me and Treaty and some of other artists, we all kept in touch. But me and Ken Ken was just on me like, girl, you need to make music. Like, you need to make music now. Like, what are you doing? Like, so she would stay on me. She would call me every day. Like, did you book your studio session? Did you find this beat? I found this beat for you. Wow. Yeah.
Ken really is amazing. Like, she's such a great big sister. Like, she just really want to help people. That's why I fuck with Ken too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, now let's talk about Doobie, because the song's going crazy, of course, Cali. And so the TikToks, like everybody started, is that where it first started blowing up, TikTok?
On Twitter first.
Oh, Twitter first. Okay.
Yeah. Well, everybody knows it was done. It went so big on TikTok, but it actually grew up on Twitter first. I had just did like a snippet on Triller and then put it on Twitter, and it just kept going viral. People were asking for Do a Bitch like for the longest. Like, I didn't drop it for like 8 months after they were asking for it. But now, like, let me see again how TikTok will feel about, you know, I hadn't introduced my music to TikTok. So I was like, let me try to start something and learn these transitions on TikTok, like I'm seeing everybody do. And then it just went up out of nowhere. Like, it was just crazy. I woke up the next morning, I did it, and had like 1 million likes on TikTok.
In one night.
Yes.
And this was how you got onto TikTok. So it wasn't like you got onto TikTok, put the song, and then it just went crazy instantly.
Well, I was already on TikTok like a few months before, but I wasn't like, they didn't know I rapped or anything. I was just doing the sounds and like, wow. I was just like doing a bunch of stuff, like the hair videos and the makeup videos. And I was like, let's break that and add my music to it. And then it just went viral.
Okay, so in the first remix was with Rico, right?
Yes.
How did that come about? Because I was like, wow, this is awesome.
She had did my challenge on TikTok.
Yeah.
And she reached out and was like, you know, I was like, do I mind if you get on the remix? Yes, you the open verse, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. She has to get on it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's hard. And then what about the latest one? Well, no, Saucy Santana's the latest one, but you also had Enchanting on one too, right?
Yeah, I had Enchanting, and then I had Santana on there.
Did they all just ask to hop on pretty much?
Yeah, I played Do a Bitch for Enchanting when we was in the studio, and I was telling her, I was like, yeah, you like let's do it. And she was like, okay, let's do it. And she got it done. Same with Santana. Santana always shows love with everything. So love his music and everything. So it was just great how that all happened. Yeah.
So when you were in the studio that time, was that also when y'all did Track and Field?
No, that's a different studio time. Me and Chan are always in the studio together now.
Oh, good, because y'all are both in Atlanta, right?
Yes, we're both in Atlanta, yeah.
Oh, that video in the song, also so hard. One of my favorites.
That's my song.
Like,
she came in, me and my Glock wanted to say.
Because we both got extensions. It's so hard, so hard.
Yeah.
So also, like, what are we gonna, let's see, like, is there anybody that you want to collab with that we would not be expecting? Like somebody that you, maybe, I don't know.
I would love to collab with Nicki. That's like my dream collab. Like that's my top one, day one, A1. Whenever boy, I'm gonna be on the floor. But yeah, that's my dream collab. But I want to work with everybody, honestly. I love the rap girl movement. Like I feel like we all killing it in our own different ways. And I really love Brent Fayez. So if I can incorporate my sound with his sound, that would be dope.
That's a collab. That's a collab, Kylie. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like a different one, that would be so hard. Definitely.
Yeah.
So what was the day like when you made in the studio?
What
like how did you come up? Yes, with the concept for the song.
People, when I tell this story, people be like, for real? But I was just being easy that day. Like, I was in Miami and I was with ATL Jacob, and we're always in the studio, which I love the studio. But like, I'm in Miami, I want to be out on the boat, like girls on Instagram. I want to be on the boat with my booty out in my bikini, you know what I'm saying? With a hookah or something. And I kept saying, can we do something? And he's like, no, you got to be like, let's get in the studio. You know, I'm like, okay, cool. So he made the beat from scratch while I'm sitting there trying to write, you know, thinking in my head, like, what's like, the beat was just so hard. I was like, damn, I just don't know what to say. But I kept having that mind, like, I don't want to be in the studio right now. So I kept saying, I was like, I just think He was like, to go in the booth, and I'm like, okay. I was like, I actually hear on the track. I never heard anybody do that before. Like, I'm gonna just say that. And he was like, okay, boom. And it just started flowing out after we was just collabing, like bouncing off of each other with lines and like the way he was making the beat and stuff like that. So it was just like, and then when I was done, he was like, get on live. This is the one. I was like, real? I always say that after like I make a song, because I never know. Like, you know, I'm just like, for real. And he was like, this is the one. This is the one. And yeah, he was right, because this is definitely the one.
definitely the one. Wow. Congratulations on everything. I don't want to take too much of your time up. I know you had a bunch of interviews and stuff to do today, but congratulations on everything. And whenever you come back to Houston, then we'll get a chance to link up, hopefully in person and stuff.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.